So today I have a pretty special truck. I have a 46 Chevy. It's got the beautiful chrome grille, Art Deco style. This one's in really great shape. This truck I picked up from a local estate here, and it was stored inside a lean-to, so it was mostly out of the weather. And it was actually used, I think, up until about 2018, so it hadn't been setting for a long time, but it had been setting for a few years. We brought it in and cleaned it up and got a battery in it and some fresh gas, and it's actually just a really neat old truck. This one, I'm gonna say it's rust free. There's just basically no rust anywhere. The doors open and shut really nice. It's hard to tell in a video, but they shut just like they should. No door sag or rattles or anything when you shut them. It had a new floorboard put in. I'm assuming because it got pulled up and bent where the battery goes in. So this thing didn't have any rust. So I doubt that's why they replaced it. I'm sure it was just pulled up and bent several times, and so he put a new galvanized one in. It can be painted black if you want, so it matches. As you can see on the door sills, no rust. On bottoms of the doors, everything's just pretty rust free. The seats are in pretty decent shape. I just left them out so you could see everything. Dash is nice and shiny. No rust up here. There's a little paint peeling, but that is not, there's no rust through. Has a vacuum gauge up here. This one had the engine updated to the 235, which, if you're familiar with these, is a lot better engine than the 216, but looks almost identical. Full pressure system, a little more reliable. Same thing on this side. Everything's just really straight and clean. Shows 7,500 miles. I would guess it's 107,000 miles. Let's see if it'll start here for us. Starts and runs really nice. Sounds good. Carries good oil pressure. Of course, it pretty well pegs out that gauge because that was the 216 oil pressure gauge. I cheated a little bit. I already pulled out the PTO just because I need two hands to do it and I can't hold my phone at the same time. It does have a hydraulic dump bed. Here's the control for the dump bed once the PTO is engaged. This raises it. And it works just like it should. Super handy. If a guy wants to haul about anything. Go ahead and push this in. The engine runs good. Doesn't appear to have any leaks. As I said, carries good oil pressure. Doesn't smoke. Idle smooth. Another interesting option on this truck, you can see the big vacuum line going to this valve. It actually goes to a power brake booster under the cab, so this thing actually has power brakes, and the brakes do work, believe it or not. So I did have to fill up the master cylinder, so I'm sure there is a leak somewhere on a wheel cylinder, but the brakes do work very well. Got a nice solid bed. The tires are pretty decent. Not real weather checked. They'd sure be serviceable. You see the tailpipe there. No smoke. Back of the cab straight. Just a great old truck somebody could sure have a lot of fun with.